I welcome Mr. Mohit to deliver a speech. Welcome, Mohit.
Uh, Hello, ma'am. Hope I'm audible, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
audible.
Vanakkam ayya and ellarkku vanakkam. So today we are discussing about Dravidian Month. So if you see the revolutions happened before, the political revolutions, it was actually like from monarchy, it turned to be communist or democratic republican. But Dravidianism is a revolutionary philosophy. It has changed the cognitive of like paradigm of many people, like paradigm of Tamilians especially, and I call it as cognitive revolution, where like it this type of revolution didn't happen anywhere in the world as it happened in Dravidianism. And I would always say to my friends that what do you call that Tamilians, like who consists more of Hindus, like 85% are Hindus. I say that they go and pray to Periyar, but choose Periyar and vote for Periyar. So that is the cognitive revolution we have given to the society. And as A.R. Venkatachalapati from his book Tamil Characters, he has mentioned that rationalism, democracy, socialism, anarchism, and lot more are introduced to Tamilians because of Periyar. And he translated many different books like Why I'm an Atheist by Bhagat Singh, Why I'm Not a Christian by Bertrand Russell, Communist Manifesto of Marx and Engels, and lot more. And he introduced great leaders to the Tamils like Bhagat Singh, Karl Marx, Engels, and also the Chamanlal, like autobiographer of Bhagat Singh. He has claimed that the person who supported in India, like when Bhagat Singh was hanged, was only Periyar. Like when Bhagat Singh was hanged, the person who supported uh, Bhagat Singh was Periyar. And he visited a lot more countries. He visited like Germany, Russia, France, Japan, and he got to know about many different concepts, and he thought to bring it to the Tamil Nadu as well. And always, Periyar has always a unique approach towards the revolutions and protests, where he recognized that discrimination exists at all forms. Like he didn't confine it that okay, this that discrimination exists at class or gender or nationalist level. He recognized that every form and he fought for it. And when I say the previous topics that what Periyar was taught, it was not confined to only so-called in colleges or so-called at urban level. He has taken these topics to the slums, and he made the masses to be educated first. And that's the reason Periyar spent around like 21,400 hours in speaking up to the public mostly. And he has a distinctive approach in taking up the issues. When it comes to the caste issue, he has advocated reservation very strongly, and he has advocated for removal of caste titles. And I personally removed it by inspired by Periyar. And he advocated temple entry movement and promotion of atheism, where he thought atheism is the only thing which would bring equality to the society. And when it comes to the gender equality, he has promoted self-respect marriages, and he has written a book, Marriage and Morals, like which was written much before than sorry, he has written book Why Women Were Enslaved much before than Bertrand Russell's Marriage and Morals. And he advocated women to go for work, to educate themselves and adopt to the Western clothing, like which was feminism of those times. And when it comes to the worker rights, he promoted corporations and unions. And to the fact that supporting unions at those times during the British times was a crime. But Periyar supported unions wholeheartedly. And he also promoted a manifesto like which includes self-respect movement plus socialism. He thought to broad out that. And when it comes to Tamil language, he has fought for Tamil rights, like way he fought extensively for the Tamil rights. And he also concluded saying that Tamil should be a language, like any language should be accessible to the people. It should not be used for praying to the gods or praying or praising some supernatural power. And like if you see, I'm sure no one in the world would say like don't believe me. But Periyar has the guts to say that don't believe me in his speeches. He said don't believe as Periyar is saying. Just you do your research, you do your research, and then form the conclusion, and then you can take it out, like whether to believe me or not. So if you see, when Dravidianism is going in one level, the person who elevated the Dravidianism movement and made more accessible is Arignar Anna. As Perasriyar Anbalgan said in his book, The Dravidian Month, that Anna brought Periyar to the youth much more than Periyar. And even he said, like Anna has got different activities, like when it comes to the creative works, like he has bought short stories, plays, and films, like which were related to Dravidianism and which made accessible to the public, and where public started to read more. And also he has established reading rooms where like a lot of people in tea stalls, in barber shops, and even in colleges, a lot of people were influenced by it and started to get influenced by the Dravidian movement. And at last, this was democratized by Anna, and henceforth we can see the success of Tamil Nadu. And if you see, once Anna's sudden death has happened, it turned to be an empire without a king, it turned to be like without hope. Once Kalingner took over the opportunity of chief minister, and I could say Kalingner is some of Periyar, Anna, and Kamaraja, and he has given long-lasting reforms that whole Tamil Nadu has changed. And I'm sure in the audience, like a lot of people have been benefited by Kalingner's vision, how visionary he was. And from many things, he has done from his reforms were everlasting, from education to infrastructure to welfare and to social justice and lot more. And at present, even now, one side Hindutva is rising up, other side pseudo Tamil nationalism is rising up to defeat the Dravidian forces. But the person who is standing against it and holding it is MK Stalin, whom I can claim like superstar of South India. And in this time, he is making Tamil Nadu as the golden bird of India, where Tamil Nadu is achieving 11.18% growth at now, and which is racing towards trillion million economy. So that is the thing. And at last, at the end of the speech, I have to say that our Asriya, who is standing as a protector of Dravidianism and who is helping in globalizing Periyarism all over the world, touring the world from east to west and reaching the message of Periyar and amassing the youth and everyone to follow the Periyar guidelines and his steps. So it's a pleasure talking in front of you, sir, and thanks for guiding us. It's really that we are working under you, under your vision. And as I could say, Periyar and Dravidianism will always remain at the hearts of people until the humanity exists. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohit. As usual, it was, well articulated speech. You presented it well. Thanks for that. The next we have